Hello, my friends. I am in my bathroom. I just wanted to let you know that the reason I am so monotone is because I am exhausted from work and I am not masking right now because I do not care. I am sorry. I hope you find it in your hearts to forgive me. I love you. Drink some water. I hope you have a good day and please subscribe if you want to. And I'm gonna do a vlog about my work because I'm still pissed about Amber saying that 2 hours for her is a full-time job, because she said that a week or so ago and I haven't gotten over it.
Hey fellow babes from hell, we have some rumors to quell. You know, when I was trying to go to bed last night, I did not expect that Amber would do a live stream at 12 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. I did not expect that. I don't know why that happened. I didn't like it. It was not my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I can tell you that much. I was in the middle of editing a video before that live stream and I still haven't finished editing it, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I don't even know if I want to release that video. I might, but my God. And on top of that, Hecticana and Snowflake have been hinting that there are some big stuff coming. Hecticana released a video just a couple of hours ago. I watched it. It was absolutely nuts. Amber lied a lot during her live stream. Obviously, it's Amber. However, there is possibility that there are some truth to her words. Now, the day before the live, Hecticana posted that Amber is terrified, and she should be scared, but not of him. Ominous. I like it. Amber is terrified right now, rightfully so, but it's not me she should be afraid of. This is because Hecticana has sources. He knew that Amber was getting a kitten. He knew that its name was Romeo. He knows a lot of things, some of which we will never know, which makes the mystery all the more fun. About 3 hours before Amber's live stream, Mr. Snowflake's Under the Hood account posted, "Update. Been speaking to Emily, obviously. Been a very hard listen. Well, over text, but you know what I mean. We spoke about the emotional and physical abuse from Amber. We discussed Rarity. She sent me over screenshots of messages Amber sent to her on the day Rarity went missing. Amber, I think you better make a quick video and sort your Rarity missing story out. We discussed the breakup and post-breakup. I'll make a simple video as soon as I get a chance and get the video up fast as possible. I'll keep you all updated. Cheers, everyone." Mwah. Now, Amber gets on live. She is hysterical almost immediately, and she is, getting upset, and she lovingly tells us that, actually, I've been lying this whole time and we just broke up like literally yesterday, so yeah. Some Amberverse experts dispute that claim. If you're alleging what Emily did, and what Emily is alleging you did, why would either one of you want to be in a relationship? That really wouldn't make sense. Like, I don't know. Don't want to victim blame because I've been in similar situations, but a lot of other people have been asking that question, and it's like, yeah, you've been through this a lot of times before, and, why did you stay? She decides to blame it on her BPD. She also blames possible reactive abuse on BPD. Stop blaming your mental health on why you're a dick, please, I beg of thee. I really should make an album. Amber doesn't want to protect Emily anymore. Yeah, classic narcissistic role of always wanting to be the good guy. I've been doing this all to protect you. Yeah, I can name a few times that people have said that in my life. They usually weren't trying to protect me, they were trying to make me look bad for no reason. Well, not for no reason, they were twisting shit that, they that wasn't true. And a lot of people who are emotionally immature can do that. Not everybody, but some can do that because they don't know how to address the issues within themselves, and that gets hard. Emotional immaturity is hard. I have my own emotional immaturities and I need to work on those. But we all need to, internalize and validate where our strengths and our weaknesses are, and we need to work on our weaknesses and play to our strengths. My whole goal is just be nice to people. It's not that hard. In the same way, I will never understand why people can't just choose to be nice. Amber will never understand the side of people who she hurts because she can't. She has the victim mentality and she truly and utterly believes that she is the victim. Don't get me wrong, there are most definitely probably areas in that of which Amber is a victim as well. Okay, and those areas do need to be addressed too. I personally think they're both shitty people. Amber's live had a lot to do with casting all of the blame on Emily, and she took less than 1% of the blame for herself and put all of the other blame on Emily, and then tried to build herself up saying that she's still a good person, you guys. I'm protecting her. I'm trying to be good. I'm the perfect victim. And it's like, no, homie, you're not. According to Amber, all of the stuff was happening while they were together. Emily posting to the Reddits. Allegedly, she called her Pocahontas. Sad, devastating. I hope you can move on from this and find it hilarious one day. Emily was talking shit about Amber, and Amber was sad about it and upset about it, and okay. Emily allegedly threatened physical abuse. That is not good. Allegedly, there was a manipulation and mental abuse and a lot of insults. And if that's true, and I believe in some quadrants there probably are, because let's face it, neither one of them look to be good people. Emily called her a fat ass. Oh, poor baby. I am so sad for you. Is that the worst thing somebody has ever called you? Damn girl, you do not have thick skin. Emily would say stuff like, fuck off, Amber. I hate you. You're a leech to society. And, from testimony of past girlfriends, I'm looking at this like, is there a tacit of a possibility that you were being a cunt? Amber believes that when Emily was talking bad about her to other people on the Instagram, that person told Hecticana. And Hecticana, in his most recent video, laughed and said, no, but good guess though. He also said, I'd be surprised if Amber knew who this person was. So, you're all asking, Journey, how did Rarity get out? Well, I'll tell you the story, okay? But you gotta sit down. 2 weeks prior. But Journey, this is about Rarity. Shut the fuck up. 2 weeks prior, Amber found out that Emily was messaging this lady, Andrea. Or Andrea, I don't know. Emily said they're a friend from work, but they were talking badly about Amber, and Amber could see it. And the night that Rarity went missing, okay? Flash forward in a sense. They were in Emily's truck as Emily was smoking. Scandalous. And Amber's pissed off and she's asking her, hey, can you fucking stop? Please and thank you. And Emily is like, bruh, it's a friend from work. Later on, Amber finds out that this woman is a hater. This woman literally hates Amber more than anything in the world, guys. Frankly, I think that's a tad fucking dramatic, but okay, girly, go ahead. Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't hate other things more than you. Okay. Just a side note on this, I just find it fucking hilarious that she decides that reaction channels were obviously totally obsessed with her, were obviously totally like in love with her or something. And it's like, girl, we don't. Most of us, like, we look at you and we're like, damn, I'm really glad I'm not that. And it's nothing personal, it's just your life is a mess. That is why we cover you, because you are entertaining. You make your life a mess. You get yourself into these things, girly. You are not mentally sane in many ways. Neither am I. It's fine, no shame. But like, homie, you need to chill. So anyway, back to the story. Amber sees that Emily is texting Andrea and she is angry. She says to Emily, let me see your phone, and Emily is like, okay. So Amber goes into Emily's most recent apps. And you know what she finds? Tumblr. So she goes into Tumblr, and within Tumblr she finds a website that Emily visits, and it is of a bunch of naked ladies fatter than her. You know, I just gotta say this, Emily, you say you're mourning so badly, but goddamn, you are back at it with that. Also, if Amber isn't lying, which I believe she is, but if she isn't, way to go saying you wanted to protect your child and then you didn't again. You say, I don't want to bring my kid into this, I just want to keep them safe from her, and then like, you've gone back to her. Do you need therapy? I think you also need therapy. Take some therapy, please and thank you. I don't like you. I think you had a hand in destroying a life personally, but like also get therapy. But before Amber actually tells us what's on Tumblr, she says, guys, it broke my heart. It was literally the worst thing ever. And then she gets angry at people for assuming it's possibly CP. Because yes, I believe that is one of the worst things ever, not naked fat women. I understand to you it's cheating, Amber, and that's your boundary and that's valid. However, that is not the worst thing ever, and to assume your audience is going to guess that right away, even if that was a controversy Emily was in, you know, that's naive. I'm talking about the naked fat women scandal, obviously. We have no proof that Emily is that gross. Anyway, after Amber sees this, she's devastated, and Emily skedaddles outside the back door, and allegedly doesn't close the door behind her. Amber doesn't notice this because she's all the way somewhere else, and eventually she notices a cold breeze, allegedly. But then she just closes the door and doesn't take account if all of the animals are inside, which literally makes no fucking sense. At this point, I was believing that she was telling not the truth. In the morning, Amber realizes that she can't find Rarity. Again, as a cat owner, I don't understand. What the fuck? Rachel pops into the chat and says that Amber is trying not to lie, and Amber says, fuck you, Rachel, sit on it and spin, really pulling out a Foodie reference, I believe. I haven't watched much Foodie, but I've heard something like that from her. She's saying, I don't feel safe with Emily, I feel like they're not safe people for each other. A lot throughout this live stream, which isn't shown in the compilation, she was like telling people that were insulting her, or literally just giving out comments that she didn't like, even if they were polite. She was like, fuck you, thank you for your money. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's not nice. I don't think that's very kind. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Really sneaking into that lol cow territory there, Ambi. I hope you're doing well, but fuck you. Thinking back to Amber's past and how she has gotten very little help in the last couple of years, I doubt that she has changed that easily. So I believe that a good chunk of what Emily is saying may be true. We don't know yet because we haven't heard the big reveal. Considering what Emily is saying is most likely true, Amber is going full Darvo in this live stream. She's blaming everything on Emily, talking about how Emily has hurt her in all of these ways and how Emily has been the worst simply for hurting her feelings. Seriously, the fat ass comment, holy shit. If threatening physical violence was true, that is not good either, and Emily needs to take accountability for that as well. However, if somebody keeps hurting you over and over and over again and that piles up, it is understandable to react on either side. Doesn't make it good, but it is understandable. So Hecticana gave us some info, basically telling us that Emily knew that he was getting info, but it wasn't from her. Again, guys, go watch Hecticana. He's super awesome, though I am pretty sure everybody who watches me watches him. He's pretty cool. Absolute dad of the Amberverse, let's be real. I think Amber is just jealous because her dad is not as cool, or not as good, or not as anything. Sorry, that was mean. George is a person. So according to Hecticana, her story about Rarity getting out, heckin' false, man. Heckin' false, okay? Amber was alone when Rarity went missing. And allegedly there are texts to prove it. I'm interested in seeing. And he also talks about how Emily had contacted Snowflake only a day or two prior to this live. So if they broke up because of this, they broke up pretty recently. However, given from what we know and how Emily has said Amber has treated her in these small things we've gotten, I don't know. Part of me doubts that Emily would have anything to do with you, Amber. Nothing personal. And listen, I am no Emily fan. I am making that clear here. However, I also believe that Emily is probably the most believable between the two. That's just a fact. Also because we don't know that much about Emily in comparison to how much we know Amber lies. Bottom line, I think both people suck, and I think Amber is just trying to do damage control before the inevitable comes out, and she's absolutely horrified at what's going to come out because Emily is not going to be quiet. And she can think that Emily is trying to silence her by, speaking about this stuff, but like, girl, you never shut the fuck up. That's the whole thing. You don't shut the fuck up. We beg of you, Amber, please shut up. For once in your goddamn life, you're always going off about shit. But then you're also like hinting about shit and refusing to talk about stuff when you do try to, talk about stuff. It's like, girl, either tell us stuff or don't. Make up your fucking mind. Don't be such a child about it. God. Stop playing choosy. I am really looking forward to the video that Snowflake is putting out. I am ecstatic for that, so that's gonna be awesome. Are we allowed to do a reaction to that? I might do a reaction to that if that's allowed. I might ask Snowflake. Snowflake is also a friend of the channel. He vibe. And then I just look at the camera and I'm gonna say goodbye to the people at the end of the video that I just finished editing. Alrighty guys, well that is it for this video. A bunch of other crazy stuff has happened in the hours since I filmed this video. So today I will be filming another video about Snowflake's video, and I also want to react to the live stream clips from Apathetic Facts. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna be doing that tonight, editing that, getting that stuff up in the next couple days. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, share, maybe subscribe, hit that bell notification if you're really feeling crazy. This is Journey from Work, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.